Well, Richie from Big Backyard Ideas here, and welcome to my BirdX Yard Guard review. It's an electronic pest chaser. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what you get for your money. How it works, well, I'll explain that as I go along. But first of all, let me take you outside and show you exactly why I think I need to fit one of these. Well, this is why I need the Yard Guard, because as you can see, we've been very, very busy indeed growing things. We've got some nice pumpkins coming through here. Cucumbers are plenty on here. Everything is in full-on growing mode. My first pumpkin is probably going to be ripe by the end of August. Lots and lots and lots for animals to come in and eat. We've got some netting in these areas here, but occasionally we have had the odd deer come in. Now we're surrounded by like a 6-7 foot high fence around the entire yard, and yet still occasionally they come in. And when they do, they will do things like eat the tops out of all of the tomatoes, bite out of a pumpkin, etc. So I'm going to fit the Yard Guard up here. It's motion sensitive, so that should cover most of what I would class as the danger zone in terms of any animals coming in and eating anything. I've got power down here, so I'm going to fix it to wall right here. Let me take you inside, show you the device, talk you through it, and then let's get the thing fitted. Well, basically, the Yard Guard is a motion sensitive device, and it has an ultrasonic repellent on here, which you can actually tune to different creatures. It simply fixes to the wall with 2 screws. I've got my little plugs there, and it comes with all the fixings on there. Got my drill on the side. Also comes with this AC adapter, and I've got power outside, so I'm going to plug that in there. If you've not got power near this, on the back of it, you can actually put in 4 C-bat size batteries on there. AC adapter goes in there, takes the feed out the bottom there. You can have it either set on motion sensitive, which it will be just if you're running the battery. You can have it on continuously on mode with the AC power adapter fitted to it, or you can turn it off on there. On this little dial here, it has got a whole list of things like insects, deer, raccoons, etc. So you can dial the frequency maybe to the middle of the one that you are most concerned about. But if you leave it roughly there, that is virtually going to eliminate all of the pests to some extent in that zone. Hopefully you'll be able to see that on there. And it has a low and a high range on it. I've not been able to find out in the instructions too much about that so far, so I'm probably going to leave that set on the high. It's set on high at the minute, so let's leave that set on high and see. Also, I'm going to put it on the motion sensitive there to start with. How to fasten it to the wall? Well, we fixed this plate on using those 2 screws. So let me get the drill and get it on the wall. Okay, well, relatively straightforward to fit. Simply going to put the 2 roll plugs into the wall, and they are 10 centimeters apart there precisely. I think you can probably put it a little bit lower down the wall, I think, on that. So we're going to mark so with my 2 holes marked out on the wall, time to drill 2 holes and fit the brackets. It's alright, won't be long. Okay, with my holes in the wall, okay, well, with the 2 screws safely in the wall, you're going to put this bit of the bracket for each of those screws and then slide it down like that, so that's locked to the wall. That's nice and tight actually. Plug my power supply in, take my yard guard, put the AC connector in there, feed the wire through. Now, there we are, and we've got power on this time. So it was just a cable that was issued there to start with. Now that red light on there, that is with the thing turned on to fully on at the minute, but I'm running it on motion sensitive, which is this side, or you can push it to the other side, turn it completely off, flick it to middle position, comes back on, and flick it to there, and we're now into motion sensitive. Yep, there's my light coming on. So we are now in motion sensitive mode. Now when it comes to fixing the unit to the wall, you can use the recommended method, drill holes in a wall, and that's a relatively effective solution. But I recognise not everyone has got a drill, necessarily even the right drill bit to go with it. So what I have done is opted for heavy duty Velcro, stuck a bit to the back of the box. Okay, now with a good hard shove, my yard guard is firmly stuck to the wall. He says, we're in the middle of a heat wave here in California. What I have found, and had not anticipated, is the sticky on the double-sided plastic can have a tendency to come off the wall when it gets very, very hot. So maybe like to revise my idea of how you attach it to the wall. But if you live in a moderate climate where it's not too hot, double-sided tape, double-sided Velcro tape, simply stick the thing to the wall. If not, opt for the 2 screw options in there, but you are going to need a drill and a drill bit to do that. You will see I've got power to the yard guard from down here, and the light flashes on and off on the front, indicating it's on, indicating the motion sensor is working. And you can see I'm getting some seriously good veg. It's middle of August and my pumpkins are already going orange, so it will be like Halloween in August. Now there we are. I'm probably a good 15 feet away already from the yard guard, and it's going off. So it's moving forwards. There we are, it spotted me again. So, my deer, prancing along at about 4 foot high here, excuse the bad deer impression, should trigger the yard guard, and this is spreading out in a giant beam to cover everything either side of me. Fingers crossed, he says. It's in about 25 feet range, and I think I'm probably outside of that at the minute. Oh no, it's picked me up, and I'm at least 30 feet away from the unit right now. So I'm absolutely loving the yard guard from the outset. So does the yard guard work? Well, the climbing range of 25 feet, I was stood over 30 feet towards the far bed over there, and the infrared sensor immediately got triggered. Whilst you can probably not even hear the small ultrasonic chirp it puts out, obviously animals can do. In terms of its coverage, it kind of goes out at about a 45-degree angle, so it should cover pretty much everything here in front of us, which is what I would call my danger zone in terms of all my nice veg growing. Now, I did mention at the start, it's a yard guard review, but the only way I will know for sure if it's working or not is if anything has come in and eaten my veg. If something comes in and eaten my veg, then the yard guard has not worked. If it doesn't come in and eat my veg, then the yard guards work. Hope that makes sense. So it's very difficult to prove that it's actually working or not unless something eats my veg. Anyway, I hope you like my garden, and if you've enjoyed this review of the yard guard, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.